Yeah.
So you get if the jackpot's 1.8 million and two people split it, and they both got under 260,000, and out of 900 million they supposed to get a piece. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's how.
Man, I don't care if I got money or not. Don't fucking take my shit.
So I'm about to hell ready to take care of that.
I was just thinking too. I'm gonna call you back. Yo.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I changed it up. You see?
Yeah. That look like dumb. That look like Maurice. That look like Reese and Dunn in the beginning of the movie.
That's ChatGPT, man. Hey, but Uncle Sam seemed to got the most of the money out of that Powerball. If I'm not mistaken.
Nah, you said one.
Of course.
What'd you say?
Only two people won.
Only two people won. They both were supposed to get 900 mil, but one got 258,000 and one got 242,000. I mean million, not thousands, millions.
They both got average about 200.
Like around 250,000 a piece. I mean 250 million a piece out of 900 million they were supposed to get each.
How much was the Powerball? 1.8?
1.8. Yeah. Uncle Sam got all that money, bro. That was they got. What was that?
You got to pay. You got to pay for whether you want
state
annuity,
state tax, federal tax, and effective rates. That's what they say it all went to.
State tax, federal tax, and effective rates.
Yeah. Whatever effective rates is.
So you would complain about 250 million?
I'm saying though, if for you to get all that money and you're supposed to get 900 mil and you walk away with only 242.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Taxes, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong. $2 million off of $2.
I'm saying anywhere it goes, that's a lot of tax for the government to just get out of just to say they taxed you.
Off of they got that off of $2, right?
It don't matter how much you got it off of. I'm saying that's a greedy government.
Don't matter how much you got it off of.
It don't matter. I'm not saying I'm complaining. I'm saying it's a greedy government. It's not about complaining. It's a greedy government. What do they got to get money? Got to tax you that much for? That's what I'm saying. Why they got to tax your income that much?
They double banged and they took 50% and then they took another.
But that's what I'm saying.
Basically, that's what they did. They took half and then they took another half.
You got to pay the state, and then you got to pay the government, and you got to pay whatever. So they say effective rates is the actual annual interest rate on a loan or investment after factoring in the effects of compounding. So basically they're saying that winning the lotto is a loan. But it says a loan or investment. So it's saying it's an investment because you put the $2 in.
I don't know about the loan. I know
Read that part again. Read that part again.
money the way they want.
It says the effective rate is the actual annual interest rate on a loan or investment after factoring in the effects of compounding.
If you choose to take the annual annuities, then you get the whole guy.
The whole what?
The whole thing. Done. If you break it up over 30 years and you take it, what they yearly or something? How do they give it to you? Every month or every year?
I don't know. I ain't never really looked into the lotto like that. I think you can get a lump sum or you can get like monthly.
Let me see.
Either or, somebody gonna give that money over that you want to.
If I won the lotto, I don't even want to be on TV. I want to go on there with the ski mask on and accept my check.
Hey, somebody asked the same question too.
What?
So you get a year.
Send that money to you, by the way.
What'd you say, baby?
So what they do is. So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So what they do is when you first win, they give you a payment. Boom. Every year they give you money and it go up 5% every year. They give you every year for 30 years.
Oh, okay.
They give you money once a year.
So how much money do you get every year?
How
much money you get every year?
Shit, it depends on how much you want.
I'm saying, but like you get to tell them how much you want at first?
No, they chop it up in 30.
But that's what I'm saying. So how much money do you get? Like out of the 1.8 billion, how much money would you have got?
Well, the whole thing
is right now.
Right now. Right now.
But what do you mean the whole thing? Because those dudes won that 1.8 billion, and they only got the million. They only got 200-something million. So do they break that down? Or are you saying that they get the whole 900 million? Because they didn't get 900 million.
No, they're gonna get the whole 255 million one time. Bam.
But I'm saying, like, I think you still gotta pay taxes and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna see right now.
No matter how you get it, you still gotta pay taxes. It's still your money.
Who else is that on the phone?
No, she ain't saying it. That's my brother.
Oh, he on the speakerphone?
Yeah, he can hear me. He can't hear you because you're on headphones.
Hey, do you got some extra coin right now? So I'm trying to get this work tonight. If possible.
I don't have anything in the account at this moment. I gotta go to the bank. What's the package on that Washington inmate?
Yeah.
It's gotta be done tonight.
Well, I'm just trying to get it tonight so it'll show up on the next store.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have it in by tonight.
Yeah.
When was your last time you can call?
The phone, I can call before 11. 11, the phone cut off.
All right, we'll call around then.
Yeah. All right, I'll call you right 10:45.
You can call me at like 10:15.
All right.
All right. All right, love you too, bro.
The caller has hung up.
Yeah. But yeah, that I just think that's crazy that they get so much money. You know, also,
Yeah, I have been saying that. That's why I'm over that shit. I've been complaining about that shit for years. Now I'm like, fuck it, just give me my money and leave me alone. But
Yeah.
they said for the feds, they automatically gonna take out. They gonna hold 25% off top for the feds. They gonna hold that off top, and then but they gonna treat you just like this. Just like that's how on your job, like of your business or whatever. You're gonna get taxed. That you got to pay that tax. That's the same way.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like that. Ain't that something they have out there for the people though?
But shit, ain't that a win? $2 for 200 million?
I get it, but you know, why dangle all that money up there for me if I ain't gonna get nowhere close to it? You see what I'm saying?
Give belongs to Caesar, brother. You know what I'm saying? The government, they printed. Jesus Christ told you, give all to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. When they was asking Jesus if they needed to pay taxes back then. That's his money. He got his face on it. That's his shit. He just used it. The tax is really letting you use the shit. I'm letting you use my money. You got to pay me to use my.
So basically, we working for some shit that's on loan. We working for some shit that they loaning us, and we still gotta wait for them to give it to us.
You already that the dollar ain't nothing but an IOU. The bill is an IOU. It's not real. We think it's real. We going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know it's a loan.
I know that. But I'm saying that. But that ain't crazy to you?
Oh, give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. That ain't our shit. Ain't no black man face on.
Shit ain't. To be honest, it ain't. It ain't the white man on it. He on there, but shit, that was one white man. You know, there was presidents.
Take for instance, if you came from another country, and you was like do a little orientation at the government and shit once you cross the border, they be like, all right, you here. We finna let you run, but if you use our money, you got to pay us to use our money over here. And you be like, you know, you could be in the 30% tax bracket. I don't know. It depends on how much you bring it in, but you got to pay us to use.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
But all right, so look, I get that. But why do they tax it so many times?
Different people. They want
No, I'm saying, all right, so look at this. All right, so look at this. If I pass and I put in the will that I want to give you some money, the money I already done put in the will, I done already paid taxes on. When you get it, they go tax you.
You can't, I can't, what you eat don't, you know what I'm saying? This is my income. They gonna pay, they got charging the money, they charging the people.
But that, I get that. I get that. I get.
That's like if you made some money and you paid the company to come fix up your house, that money that you paid the company, that's income for them. They got to tax it.
Yeah, but I all right, I understand that. But even still then, I think that's still like, I just feel like here, I don't know how it is in other countries. I don't know how it is in other countries. I ain't from other countries. I feel like we be double taxed on a lot of shit. The money
you thinking the money, you thinking the taxes going with the money and the money has been taxed. It ain't going down like that. You're an individual, I'm an individual.
But you gotta pay tax on damn near everything you get.
That's Frank White, man. You know what I'm saying? You sell a nickel in the bar.
But you don't feel that's overtaxation?
I'm not from here. So I'm over here using their stuff. I'm like, yo, cool. Like,
but I'm from here. I'm from here, so I get taxed. I get taxed on my birth. I get taxed on the money I spend, the money I earn. I gotta pay tax on the house. You gotta pay. Huh?
I come over here. I said, it ain't no money over there. You know what I'm saying? So I come over, fuck around with y'all money. I can do a little something for it.
I can see it from your point of view. From your point of view, it's like all right, I'm renting this tool to get a job done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's two on leaks. I get it. You know, but I just there's a few things in the government I just see is a little janky. You know, it's a little janky out there. You know, as far as you know our governmental shit goes. You know, like you know, so let's
All
say
janky. It's all janky. It's
it
all
is.
janky, but
It is.
you know what I'm saying?
But
You gonna,
I feel like our government is more janky now as far as capitalism go than anything else in the government right now.
why you say that?
Because I feel like all right, so look it. When racism was at its height, America loved the middle class. Right?
Racism, the middle class.
The middle class was the American dream.
You know, there's another class above that was the real dream.
But that's not what America was pushing. You gotta look at what they was pushing in the 50s. They was pushing the middle class family. Now now America don't even give a fuck about the rich don't even give a fuck about them. They trying to push them down farther away.
I mean, because it's really only supposed to be, you know, either in between. You know, it's supposed to be a divide. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's
see,
how they kind of.
But that's not what America was built off though. The middle class is always been America always been for the working middle class.
Yeah.
That's what the American dream is. That you can go from poverty to the suburbs.
I mean, you got to think about it. No middle class because they collar making the money and spending it on the richest companies, whatever cars, whatever furniture, whatever people was providing, the middle class is paying for it. So, of course, the rich can get richer.
But see,
that's the same.
I don't know.
When
the rich always make the most money off the poor. Middle class families kind of have better money budgeting and everything because they know they know that they can fall off as fast as they can go up. When you broke, you only really can look one way. And when you broke, you want to spend all that shit that you can and get all those glitz and glamours. So I think the rich make most of their money off the poor.
Poor ain't got. They have it. It ain't coming through them.
All right, take it like this.
They all rob for it.
No, so listen, take it like this. How you think drug dealers got so rich? They wasn't making that money off that middle class.
Who you think the money was coming from? Who you think
the broke motherfuckers?
Where they getting it from?
I to this day I still don't know where a smoker that be on the streets get their money from. It's always been a mystery to me. But I'm telling you right now, they still the middle class part. But look at they might be stealing from, but the middle class ain't buying it.
Everything the smokers get is coming from the middle class. It's not coming from the rich people.
No, so look at smokers. I know back when crack was around, smokers used to go to stores and steal, big stores, the mall, all that shit. So that's coming from the rich pockets. That's not coming from middle class.
Stores now you should know. Everybody who got a store, put your partner up the road got a store.
No, I'm talking about they used to go. So like they used to go steal out of like grocery stores, Target, stores in the mall. I ain't never met one that went and stole from the little mom and pop store.
No, they'll
Nah,
steal from anywhere.
no, nowadays these fentanyl users, they steal from anywhere. But smokers wanted something that they can go get some money for. They wanted something they can trade you for.
Them niggas is trying to steal something right out the corner store.
Shit, I ain't never had a smoker come to me and be like, I got a soda for you, my nigga. Nigga had Levi's.
Bro, I had a smoker come through every morning with some fucking beef.
You said beef jerky?
He had beef sausages, the ones that.
But wasn't he stealing from like Safeway?
Yeah, but we ain't had no Safeway in that.
Yeah, but it wasn't like but it wasn't like the little Korean store.
He would if they wasn't on his ass talking about you buy you. I feel sorry for your mother. He would.
Hey, look. I don't know. Maybe my smokers is a little bit different, but all the smokers I knew that was boosting was going after high value shit they could bring back and get something for.
That's because you was selling drugs in Washington. Man,
shit, even when my dad, even when I was younger, my dad, that nigga used to have smokers bring the nigga like fish tanks and fucking remote control cars and like shit they get out of Walmart and shit.
So you trying to tell me that they're smokers? You saying that y'all had some smokers that was on another level from smokers that I know. Smokers I know was not doing that.
Shit
cost more than $20.
Hey, look, my dad had a couple smokers that had an antique store. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that was on some different shit.
But that's also when we lived out there in like Palmdale area and all that shit.
Through stolen cars, beef sausages, chicken wings.
Yeah, they was stealing out the store. My mom had some that would go and load up a whole shopping cart and walk out the store with it.
Damn.
Get everything my mom want and walk out the store with it. So I
like that. That mentality. I like that mentality.
But I ain't ever seen a smoker go inside the little mom and pop corner store and walk out with a bunch of shit that they can come trade in the hood.
Right out the liquor store in the corner. If they could buy something and steal something, they.
Now I will say liquor is a little different. If they can get like a bottle, some bottles, they'll steal that shit from anywhere.
Bro, these folks were stealing them fucking newspapers out the stand. You lifting up, you supposed to.
Yeah.
And they
hey, I'd have done that.
Hey, look,
just being a young black kid, not giving a fuck. I used to go in there and get one paper. I take all of them.
But you weren't gonna sell it, or you just being mischievous, throwing that shit away.
Yeah, I shit. If a smoker try to sell me a paper, he gonna have to let me read that motherfucker for free. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like though when racism was at its highest, America focused on the middle class. They fed that dream to people and stuff. That's what everybody like when they came to America. That's what they was looking for. That middle class American dream. And I feel like now with how shit is, they're taking that away and making it to where if you're not in the rich, you won't be able to make that leap no more.
What's the 2.5 kids picket fence?
What'd you say?
What's the dream? 2.5 dogs? I mean 2.5 white picket fence?
It's I forget something in the white picket fence.
You don't know. It's 2.5 kids, a dog, in the house with the white picket fence.
Yeah.
And you don't hear nobody talking about nowadays. Ain't nobody talking about no white picket fence.
No. That's because that they stop feeding that to us, because now the people that's in the government is about money, and they know that so it's harder for a poor person to get into government and change something than it is a rich person.
Of course. They ain't listening to nobody. If you poor, then why we want to listen to you and you poor?
And that's what I'm saying. So, like, if you want to keep shit the same, you gotta get rid of that middle class. And I feel like that's why the capitalism thing is a way worse thing than any other social problem in America right now, because I feel like that, and then they help make the divide. I feel like that's what helps divide the country. You know?
But the capitalism thing is what gets you the white picket fence.
I don't think it's just capitalism. I think I like, all right, so maybe I even say it's a socialism thing. The capitalism and socialism has pushed has made it to where it's like the divide is more than just a black versus white thing, as opposed to it was like in the 60s.
So what you saying, it went from racism to classism?
That's how I feel. Because I feel like now, if you can get in the door, of the rich party, then they ain't got no problem with you. They shake your hand, do all that stuff. But if you can't get in the door, then they won't bat an eye at you, because they love LeBron James, but another nigga with the same athleticism can do the same thing. If he ain't got no money, they ain't finna let that nigga in the party.
Right.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, they ain't gonna let you in the door if you ain't got the same bag as them. So that's why I feel like it went from racism to classism. And then also think that, America's one of those countries that like to look good for the rest of the world. So if they can hide the problem behind another, if they can move on from something, white people don't like being called racist. They don't. They a lot of them. It really bothers them. Because a lot of them aren't really racist. But I do believe people with money look down upon people without money.
And people that got less money, and then the people in the middle, they look at the too. The people that are getting looked down on, they look down on others too. Like if you making 100,000 and I'm making 1,000, I'm not at the nigga that's making 10,000.
But look at you, more susceptible to fuck with somebody who making less than you if you ain't making an absorbent amount yourself. So if you make $100,000 a year and the nigga make $50,000 a year, you more likely to talk to him than the nigga that's making $1 million a year.
Well, make it a little. Say you making $500,000 a year, and you got the nigga making $50,000 a year. Who the nigga that he gonna fuck with?
To be honest, speaking from out of my own personal preference on it, I'm gonna talk to the nigga with $1 million. I'm gonna try and talk to the nigga with $1 million I'm gonna tell you this: the nigga with $1 million that's making $1 million a year, most likely ain't gonna talk to neither one of us. If that's a fair assumption,
I think half of me is up there pretty far where he know that you be serious and you ain't just fucking off. And I think he, you know what I'm saying, fuck with you.
is this before tax or after tax?
Before tax.
This before tax? Nah, the nigga that's making $1 million ain't talking to you because that 500,000 after taxes is way down, brother. He's not talking to you, guys.
Also,
what'd you say?
$1 million is before tax. Also,
I know, but after that $1 million, after tax, you gonna be over 500,000. The nigga making 500,000 gonna be under 500,000. You know, he gonna be closer to that. He gonna be closer to that 50.
So, how much money it take to be rich?
To be rich in America?
Yep. I'm gonna ask Google.
I don't know, man. That's a good question because I ain't never thought of that. How much does it take to be rich in America? To be considered rich in America, the average person believes a net worth of around 2.3 to 2.5 million is needed. Though this number can vary significantly by region, age, and individual circumstances. For example, the Charles Schwab survey found the threshold was 3 million in the West, but only 1.8 million in the South. Oh, so hey, look, I can see that though. You know,
that's half damn near.
Yeah, because in the South, shit ain't as sweet as on the coast. You know,
by sweet,
like it's a lot more rural. It's a lot more, like undeveloped parts. Like you ain't gonna run into as many backwood country cities and stuff over here on the West Coast. We got them, but you ain't go. We got them, but not like the ones in the South.
What they got to do with the money?
So look, because all right. So look at the cost of living there is less, in the people in the way money looks to people down there looks more. So a nigga with 1.8 million is considered rich down there because most motherfuckers don't got nowhere close to that.
They probably doing like 20,000 a year.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they got a low ass minimum wage. You feel me? So the brokest motherfucker there is the brokest motherfucker here is probably in the middle there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
1.8 million
compared to 3 million on the West. Because look at people like this. Look at all the rich, neighborhoods just in North Seattle. You feel me? Then go to like Beverly Hills and all that shit. You feel me? 1.8 million to some of the motherfuckers that live in these areas like Kirkland, Beverly Hills, all that shit. 1.8 million ain't shit because a lot of these houses cost that much.
Easy. My homie was just telling me his mama about to die, and they finna do it. They doing the will and all that, and they gonna sell the house when she died. The house $3 million. This is them over there in Mulholland Drive area.
That's what I'm saying. So like, my nigga in Tacoma, there's a nigga. I just painted a house in Tacoma. The nigga bought it for $200,000 in its valued at over $1 million right now.
Damn. So
I'm just saying, like that's all 56 and Orchard, my guy.
For real?
Yeah.
And it's $2 million. Wait,
He bought it for 200-some thousand, like 250,000. He said, and it's valued at over $1 million.
Damn.
That's out of his own mouth. Like he was telling Connor like yeah, we I bought this house at this and shit. He was like that was such and such amount of years ago. He said now it's valued at over $1 million.
Oh
So
yeah.
in Tacoma we got houses like that. So nigga in the South, a nigga come. That's why niggas come up here and be like, whoa, niggas got money up here. Shit, I forgot who I was talking to. He was like, yeah, my nigga Tony said he was talking to his cousin. His cousin was like, yeah, man, I ain't never been out my town. Nigga in a little ass town, my nigga with no buses and shit.
In what state?
It's somewhere down south.
Damn.
Somewhere down south, but he ain't never been outside his city. So like money on the coast, on both coasts look different than it do in the South.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Because my boy that I got the house from in Federal Way, he in Alabama, and he in a house. He said his house cost $400,000, and if he was here, for sure it would cost $2 million.
Yeah, look at the houses in Texas, motherfuckers be getting. And they be looking like the houses out here that be like millions of dollars.
I seen that. I remember these people I knew gave a party in Atlanta, and that house was super fat, and it was like $200,000, and it was for sure over $1.5 million, $2 million out here, for sure. Yeah. And it was fat as fuck, $200,000. Sometimes I'll be like, man, what the fuck? Why don't I just get up out of here?
But peep this in New York. A motherfucker pay that for an apartment.
Right.
In Manhattan, a motherfucker he paid 200-some thousand for an apartment, my nigga.
See, it all got to do with how you was raised. Because if you raised and you like, what I'm saying, people around you paying $1,000 for rent, you know what I'm saying? Or if you raised over there with people paying $10,000 for rent, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. That's just what you used to. That's just right.
So look, I went from watching motherfuckers paying, $300-$400 for rent up here and buying houses that, like, I remember driving around motherfuckers like houses for the low 90,000s, houses for the 120, houses for 250. Now motherfuckers, you ain't finding one for under 700,000, 800,000.
You better get with it. Everything costs rent. When I moved to Federal Way, I was paying $730.
Yeah.
And I was only there, maybe like 2 years, maybe. No, I was there for more than that. I was there for like from 2013. I probably actually moved all the way out, maybe like 2017. The rent was $1,500. From $730, already $1,500. Imagine what it is right now. Imagine what that $730. I bet you what that apartment going for now. Probably like $1,800.
So I was staying in Woodbrook with my baby's mom, and our rent went from when we moved in, rent was $825. By the time we moved out of there, it was $1,300. And this is in Woodbrook. Like rundown ass Lakewood, like out there by Tillicum and all that shit. You know where Harry Todd Park is and all that, where American Lake, on the other side of that. Man, that shit was a little ass. It was a 2-bedroom, but that was a little 2-bedroom. I'm talking about I can stick my leg down the hallway and I'm already out of it.
Yeah.
But I didn't, But yeah, that's just how it is. That's how it is.
All right, so I think we got it going. So I think now, was you recording that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you recorded 20 minutes. So let's try to do 30 minutes. Let's try to.
Yeah, he said he was waiting on you.